MySQL is a popular open-source database management system. It is used for storing and managing data in a structured way. MySQL uses SQL, a standard language for interacting with databases. It is known for its reliability, efficiency, and ease of use. Many websites and applications rely on MySQL for their data storage needs. MySQL uses a relational database model. Data is organized into tables with rows and columns. This makes it easy to manage and query information. MySQL is highly scalable. It can handle large amounts of data and many users concurrently. MySQL is compatible with various programming languages. These include PHP, Python, Java, and more. This makes it a versatile choice for web development and other applications. Many hosting providers offer MySQL hosting. The MySQL command line tool provides a text-based interface for interacting with the database. It allows you to execute SQL queries and manage your databases directly. To access it, you'll need to open a terminal or command prompt on your system. Once you have a terminal open, you can start the MySQL command line tool by typing MySQL, followed by the U flag and your username. Then add the AP flag and hit Enter. You will be prompted to enter your password. After providing the correct password, you'll be greeted with the MySQL prompt. The MySQL prompt indicates that you are now inside the MySQL shell. You can start typing SQL commands here. Each command should end with a semicolon. This tells MySQL to execute the command. The command line tool provides a simple and efficient way to manage your databases. It's particularly useful for system administrators and developers who prefer a text-based interface. The MySQL command line tool supports two main modes of operation: interactive and batch. Interactive mode allows you to enter and execute SQL queries one at a time. This is useful for exploring your data and experimenting with different queries. In interactive mode, you type a query and press Enter to execute it. The result is displayed immediately on the screen. Batch mode, on the other hand, allows you to execute a series of SQL queries stored in a file. This is useful for automating repetitive tasks or running complex scripts. To execute queries in batch mode, save your SQL commands in a file. Then use the MySQL command followed by the U flag, your username, the P flag, and the file name to execute the script. Both interactive and batch modes have their own advantages. Interactive mode is suitable for ad hoc querying and learning, while batch mode is ideal for automation and large-scale operations. Section 4. Connecting and disconnecting your MySQL gateway. Before you can interact with a MySQL database, you need to establish a connection to the MySQL server. This is like opening a door to the database, allowing you to send queries and receive data. The connection process typically involves providing the necessary credentials, such as host name, username, and password. To connect to the MySQL server, open your terminal or command prompt. Type MySQL, followed by the H flag and the host name, the U flag and your username, and the P flag. You will be prompted for your password. Once you enter the correct password, the connection is established. Once you have finished working with the database, it's important to disconnect or close the connection. This frees up resources on the server and ensures secure access. To disconnect from the MySQL server, simply type exit or quit at the MySQL prompt. Connecting and disconnecting properly ensures a secure and efficient workflow when working with MySQL databases. Section 5. Troubleshooting connection issues, ensuring smooth access. Connecting to a MySQL server might sometimes present challenges. Understanding common connection errors and knowing how to troubleshoot them is crucial for a smooth workflow. One common issue is forgetting your password. If you forget your MySQL password, you'll need to reset it using the instructions provided by your hosting provider or system administrator. Another issue could be an incorrect host name, username, or password. Double-check that you are using the correct credentials for the MySQL server you are trying to connect to. Typos can happen easily, so pay attention to the details. If the MySQL server is not running, you won't be able to establish a connection. Ensure that the MySQL server is running on the host machine. You can check its status using operating system-specific commands. Network connectivity problems can also prevent a successful connection. Make sure that your network connection is active and that there are no firewall rules blocking the connection to the MySQL server. Section 6. The language of MySQL, SQL basics. SQL, or Structured Query Language, is the language used to communicate with MySQL databases. It provides a standardized way to perform various operations, including retrieving, inserting, updating, and deleting data. Understanding the basics of SQL syntax is essential for working with MySQL. SQL statements are case-insensitive, meaning you can write them in uppercase or lowercase. However, it's common practice to use uppercase for SQL keywords and lowercase for table and column names. Each SQL statement typically ends with a semicolon. This acts as a delimiter, signaling the end of the statement to the database server. SQL uses various clauses to define the actions you want to perform. Common clauses include select for retrieving data, insert for adding data, update for modifying data, and delete for removing data. By understanding these basic elements of SQL syntax, you can start constructing your own queries to interact with MySQL databases.